All right, there's Kelly and Jeff, and they're packing up the Thanksgiving shares. There's 2 boxes for each share. Don't forget both boxes, Ed.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, good to see you. Have a good holiday. Yeah. He's one of our worker shares, and he's picking up his share, and there's the truck all loaded up, and here's what's in the share. It's a bounty of great stuff. Here's a 14-page Thanksgiving Share newsletter with all the different produce listed and the extras. And we'll start off down here with the Brussels sprouts, followed by the sage, and then organic cranberries frozen from Organic Valley, and parsley, and then there's daikon radish. Then there's a mixture of onions and garlic, and then some dried beans were grown and shelled here. There will be 2 squash, and this one has a butternut squash and a red curry squash. Okay, so 2 squash in each. Some will have pumpkin. Then we have a cabbage. Then we get fennel with lots of fronds that, again, you can use to make some tea, hot tea, and then if you like it cold, you can put it in the fridge for a while. Tastes great. Black Spanish radishes. Then some turnips. Then we've got Jerusalem artichokes and beets. And then our worker shares one day strung together the red cayenne peppers. We have celeriac. And then we have from River Edge, they make their own maple syrup. There's arugula, as well as a mixture of greens that includes frisee, lettuce, and all kinds of goodies, I think you said, Kelly? All kinds of good greens. And then our apples comes from Bartell's. They're not organic, but they practice sustainable fruit production. So the apples are from Bartell's. We have some beautiful looking leeks. There's that butternut squash. And then we have a kohlrabi. And we have mustard greens. And then we have some collard greens, as well as some kale and Swiss chard. And we've got some parsnips, rutabaga. Whoops, that's not the rutabaga. That's the burdock. The brown is the burdock. Parsnips, carrots. And if you haven't had our carrots, they're so sweet tasting. And then we have sweet potatoes and potatoes, as well as a dozen farm fresh organic eggs. And the eggs, and I'm assuming the potatoes, come from Matt Gall, Evergreen Farm. And we purchased the hazelnuts from Mark Shepard. And so there's a whole bag of hazelnuts. And last but not least, you get a coupon for 10% off at Cafe Surette in West Bend. And that's in a little baggie made up of nice dried herbs and greens that have been made for a tea concoction. So there's everything you could possibly want, except for the meat. We gave you ideas of where to go for that. But it's an amazing Thanksgiving share. And we can't thank Neil and Kelly and Jeff enough for all the hard work they've put into growing all this beautiful produce for you. Yay! And now putting it together. This morning was cold, wet and cold. Their fingers have been freezing. But they're smiling and they're on the last box. So that means I've got to get this one repacked.